This is London Tonight with Natasha Kaplinsky.
Hello, good evening. London boxers Dereck Chisora and David Haye could be banned from professional boxing following their brawl in Germany. The two heavyweights clashed at a post-bout press conference in Munich on Saturday night. German police still want to question Haye over the incident after they released Chisora without charge. Chisora has since apologised for his actions, whilst Haye has blamed his rival. Both fighters are accused of bringing shame on British boxing. A warning, this report from Sally Williams has flash photography from the start.
As Dereck Chisora squared up to David Haye, he wasn't the only party about to get a bruising. British boxing itself has been shamed by the behaviour of these two London boxers.
I don't believe this is just a boxing issue. This is also a moral issue. You know, these people acted wrong. This is just wrong. And we have to deal with it. And unfortunately, it's us who's got to deal with it. But we will deal with it.
Even before his fight against Vitaly Klitschko, this slap had Chisora in trouble. But the brawl broke out after the fight, when David Haye, a pundit in Germany that night, interrupted the press conference. Today, both boxers finally spoke out. From Chisora, an apology. I acknowledge that my actions were totally unprofessional, with or without provocation, and I have let lots of people down on Saturday night, including myself, and for that I am truly sorry. But from David Haye, no sign of a sorry. I realise I am no angel, and I don't mind a bit of professional trash talk to help raise boxing's profile, but during my 21 years in the sport, I have never been involved in or even witnessed such a serious fracas.
Dereck Chisora's fellow boxers here at his club in Finchley had been looking forward to this fight for weeks. Now they know that Dereck can be unpredictable outside of the ring, but even this has left them really shocked.
It's not good for British boxing, you know. You've got these young kids coming through into the sport, and you know, boxing's meant to be a disciplined sport, and none of those fighters there showed any discipline whatsoever. I mean, they're meant to be role models for these kids, and unfortunately, there was nothing to be seen there, was there?
That's not nice at all. But they said the good news is good, the bad news is even better. That's how it is.
So you think publicity-wise, it'll do them both good?
Yeah, of course. Now everybody want to see everyone want to see now David Haye against Dereck Chisora.
Even Chisora's promoter, Frank Warren, whilst furious with him, thinks that's just what could happen.
Could you imagine if that went on now? Let's really be honest. If that fight took place now, it would be a mega event. There's no doubt about that. Big if it took place. Big if anybody wanted to get it. I don't think I particularly want to be involved in it as a promoter, but I think, you know, it would be a huge event. Would you much rather see them fighting in the, you know, rolling about on the floor, threatening each other, or doing it as you should do it in the ring if you feel that?
The outcome of all this now depends on the British boxing authorities at a hearing in March. Both boxers could yet face an iron fist and be banned. Sally Williams, London Tonight, Finchley.
Well, we can talk now to former boxer Barry McGuigan, who joins us now from his home in Kent. Thank you for speaking to us this evening, Barry. How serious an incident was this, really? I mean, was it just grandstanding or genuinely PR gone totally wrong?
No, I think it was the latter, PR gone wrong. I mean, David Haye, you know, even in his press release, mentioned that he is, you know, he's happy to do the old trash talking stuff. This is a trash talking event that actually went wrong. He picked the wrong guy when he fell out with Dereck Chisora, and Dereck Chisora was reprehensible all weekend. His behaviour was dreadful, and the ironic thing is, Natasha, that he actually boxed really well, really bravely, pushed Vitaly Klitschko back, given the hardest fight he's had since he fought Lennox Lewis many years ago. So and that sadly is all sort of diminished by his behaviour both before and after the event. But you know, David Haye can't get out of this. He was the one that kicked this all off. He wasn't part of the press conference. He's has a habit of gate crashing press conferences, and this one just went wrong, I'm afraid. And it was the worst I've ever seen. I know I've seen this stuff before. Remember, Ali and Fraser done it one time. It spilled over one time when they were having a bit of banter way back in the 70s. Then we've seen it with Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis, Herbie Hyde and Michael Bent, and Herbie Hyde and Riddick Bowe. So it's happened before, but never to this extent.
Really interesting hearing your views on this, I have to say. I mean, the authorities are taking it very seriously, aren't they? They're saying that, you know, they may both face life ban matches. Do you think that's a bit of an overreaction, or do you think that that would actually be a fair discipline?
Well, look at Natasha, nobody was seriously hurt. It was appalling and it was dreadful, and I'm not condoning this behaviour at all, but to give them a life ban, first of all, it wouldn't work, because Dereck Chisora and David Haye would simply go to America and get a licence in one of the states in America, or they could go to Europe and do the same. So that's not going to work. However, I do believe they need to be punished severely financially, and they need to have a lengthy ban. There's no question about that. It's, you know, it's unbelievable, all the good work that young kids do up and down the country who dedicate their life to boxing, the boxing coaches all over the country who do so much, commit a lifetime to benefiting these young kids and making a life for themselves. And boxing has helped so many thousands of young kids. And then for the guys in the shop window to behave like that is just totally unacceptable.
Thank you very much indeed for talking to us this evening. Barry McGuigan, thank you.
You're welcome.